My name is Lakin, and today I will be discussing my leadership philosophy with you. I see leadership both as a research area and as a practical skill. It encompasses the ability of an individual, a group, or an organization to lead or influence or guide other individuals, teams, or organizations. But what would we use to define a leader? I would say someone who is knowledgeable, humble, understanding, communicative, and passionate. As a senior at Troy, I see that we can lead people through our actions and our behaviors. I see that we can lead through example and we can show others what it means to be a good leader, simply by acting like one. As a sorority woman myself, I was a leader through my Greek organization, and I held a leadership position within Alpha Delta Pi. We have to do trainings, we have to properly communicate with others, as well as humble ourselves, and really live our lives through being a leader and being a leader to the rest of the sorority. This would also indicate that you're in a position of authority, and within that position of authority, you have to be humble with yourself and understand that difficult decisions require difficult conclusions. In my leadership position within Alpha Delta Pi, we had to come to a conclusion one day that one of our women needed to be removed from the sorority because of her actions. And this was a very difficult decision for me because I was very close with this woman and I knew that it was going to negatively impact our friendship. But I knew that as a leader within the sorority, it was going to impact the rest of the way that the other women viewed me if I didn't take the necessary actions as their leader. That's how I see leadership within Troy University. But after I graduate from Troy, I hope to lead by example and spread kindness to others no matter where I end up. Personally, I prefer being in a position where I can be led within an organization or an office team rather than lead others. I want my leadership position in my life to come from raising a family. I want to lead my family by example, by how I treat people, by how kind I am to others, and I want the same for my husband. I also want to lead my family in the faith of Christianity. I want to show my children that being kind to others is the correct Christian way, and I want to lead them through their lives within the church. I want to possess leadership characteristics such as humbleness, kindness, influence, and unity. I believe that those four characteristics are what makes a kind leader. I don't want to be viewed as someone who leads with a stone heart and so much wild authority that they lose what's important to them and lose that humbleness and kindness of being a Christian leader. It's not a popular opinion anymore, but within the church, if you're a Christian and you understand the Christian faith, then you know that God has laid out specific guidelines for a Christian family. That being the husband is the headship of the family, he's the leader, and he's there to guide the rest of the family through hardship and through adversity, through all the decision making, and they're there also to give guidance in the light of the Lord. And the woman in the family, or the wife, is there to support the husband and give guidance onto him to point his mind and his prayers and his thoughts toward God. And not only that, but also be a light in her husband's life to support him and love him. And in my opinion, both me and my husband, we want to have kids someday. So it would also be to raise the children in the light of the Lord, as well as to take them to church on Sundays and lead them in discussions about God, taking their eyes off of what's worldly and what's difficult, and guide them through their lives with the Spirit. This is how I want to lead my family. I want to be that supporting role of supporting my husband, and I want to be in that leading role of my children someday. So to reiterate, my leadership style, I would say, is very spiritually led. I want to be someone who will support others, someone who is kind and confident, but also maintains that necessary authority to lead with confidence and humility within their family. So, thank you.